Hey guys, what's up? It's Killagonenuts here, and today I want to be giving you a video on the basics of Rocket League. So let's get into it. Ultimately, you're gonna learn how to at least take power shots, move the ball around on the ground, and you will learn how to keep the ball on top of your car and move around as well. But anything other than that, I will be covering in the upcoming videos, where I will be going into the advanced things a little bit, and we might need a little bit more time and detail for each one. So for today, I'm just gonna cover the basics. Let's start with the first. We're gonna learn how to move the ball around using the car. I want you guys to just take the ball cam off, and you see the circle around the mid. I want you to try and make sure you keep the ball along the circumference of that circle, right? So to know how to move the ball left, you're gonna wanna just go to the right of the ball and then move it to the left. To force action on the ball in any direction which you want to, you wanna make sure your car's on the opposite direction. So to make it go left, you wanna be on the right side of the ball, and to make it go right, vice versa. So just keep taking the ball around, keep feathering the boost. Don't use all your accelerator. Don't use all your accelerator. Don't press it down to the max. Just keep tapping it and go around, you want to make sure you get soft multiple touches that keep the ball around the circle. And then once you're done with this side, you can just go to the other side. And you want to push the ball softly, okay? Don't take it too fast. Just get the feel of the ball, see how it is. Once you're able to do this and keep it around the same line, you can probably move on to the next bit, where you can turn the ball and try and go to the other side by going right below it, alright? So you want to cut the ball and go to the other side. Same thing you want to do from the other side. You want to cut the ball, go around it. You want to cut the ball, go around it. Now cutting in this game is very important, especially if you can add a little bit of drift. So you want to push the ball in one direction, you want to go ahead of it, drift into it and cut it. Now when you cut it this way, you're cutting the ball almost like 90 degrees to the side. It's a quick way to turn around in this game, and sometimes you're going to throw off even highly skilled players with this move. So if you see someone rushing, you want to quickly turn, you want to quickly use the drift, add a little bit of boost to it, and you can get a pretty quick turn and throw off the defender, So learn that, practice that, keep moving around the field, move the ball however you want, and first you just want to learn how to move it around. Right, before you get to shooting or things like that, you just want to get the feel of the ball. So keep knocking it from here and there. And then once you're okay with that, we can move on to the first step of dribbling the ball. Alright. So now the first thing you want to learn in this game when it comes to dribbling, it's going to be the bounce dribble. Now it's the most basic dribble of them all, but bounce dribble is a really fun way to move around the pitch and give yourself a lot of opportunities to take a couple of good shots, or give a couple of passes. So make sure as soon as the ball is about to bounce, you get in touch with it on its way up. Alright, so we're gonna see that again. You want to knock the ball one side, go to the other side. You want to get a touch right when it's coming up. So then you can just keep dribbling the ball around. Every time it's in air, you can put yourself at an angle to take a shot or even lay off a pass. So just as it's about to get off of the ground after the bounce, you want to touch it right then. You want to touch it, go around, go to the other side. You want to touch it, go around, go to the other side, and then you can get a good shot. And keep doing this a couple of times till you're okay with it. Then you can probably move on to the next bit. Okay, assuming you've practiced your bounce dribbles, now you're gonna want to know how to take a decent shot, or at least like a decent hit on the ball. There are multiple ways you can hit the ball. Now sometimes you want the ball to stay on the ground, or sometimes you want it to go really high and really far. Now I'm gonna teach you guys how to keep the ball grounded. Now as you can see, the ball is quite big compared to the car, and if you want it to stay on the ground, you want to make sure you hit the ball at the center of the ball or above, in order to keep it grounded. Alright, now how you're gonna do that is you're gonna take your first jump and hit the ball just above the center. Now doing it without the second jump is pretty slow, as you can see. But what you can do to add speed to it is dodge as soon as you hit the ball. Now make sure you're dodging as soon as you hit the ball, otherwise you might end up hitting the ball with the wrong part of your car, and you don't want that. See, like that, you don't want something like that to happen. So make sure right on contact you dodge. The ball goes smoothly up to the wall. You can set yourself for probably a wall hit, or you can even pass it to your teammate using this. So it's a very useful technique. So try and hit the ball around the map just by dodging. Move around, see how that feels, and then you can get to the next part. Alright, so now in the next part I want you guys to know how to hit the ball high. Now what you want to do is you want to just drive into the ball, because you're already positioned at a point below the ball. Alright, now at least below the center of the ball. So when you hit the ball, you're gonna put some air into it. Now if it's driving towards you, you wanna hit it as fast as you can. So make sure you're boosting through the ball to get a good strong hit. Now as a goalkeeper, it's pretty good for you to get long clears this way, or even give off like long passes to your teammates. And if you want to add some extra power to it, and at the same time imagine you're taking a shot like right now, you don't want it to go too high, right? Because if you just hit it like this, it goes too high. So what you want to do to control that is you're gonna actually find a spot between the bottom of the ball and between the center of the ball. So what you're gonna want to do is you want to make sure you jump right before you get in touch with the ball. So just as you're about to hit it, just jump, just take a little jump. You see, I didn't hit the exact bottom of the ball, but I didn't even hit it towards the center. So that gives me a sweet spot to get the preferred height that I want based on wherever I am on the pitch. So once again, if you want to hit it like that, you want to just make sure you jump before you get in contact with the ball. That should give you a decent amount of power as well as controlled height. And you're gonna want to work on your timing on this one for sure, because if you mess up your timing, you can lose an easy chance to get an easy goal, and you know, a shot a little too high may end up putting you at a loss or at a disadvantage against the opposite team. So make sure you time yourself, practice it, see what it's like. So yeah, just keep trying out different things in the free play till you're familiar with all these movements. Now once you're done with these, we can move on to the next bit where I show you guys how to balance the ball on top of your car. Now to do this, you're gonna, first of all, I'm gonna tell you that this takes quite some practice. Alright, now don't get upset if you don't get it right off. You know, like, it's gonna take some time, at least a day or two max to get the hang of it. But make sure you practice it. So there are a couple of ways to put it on top of your car, and I'm gonna show you the most easy one. So you wanna hit the ball in one direction and you wanna go opposite side, and you just want to pop the ball up and drive into the circle that you see below the ball. That circle basically indicates where the ball is when it's in air, and the size of the circle tells you how far away from the ground it is. So sometimes when it's like really high, you can see that the circle is small, and as soon as it gets bigger, you know it's coming closer to the ground. So make sure you go under the ball, and I'm gonna give you a tip. Now if you see the circle, right, you can try and keep your car inside the circle. So as long as your car is inside the circle, the ball's gonna stay on top of your car. The moment it falls to any of the directions, whether it's falling backwards, forwards, left or right, you want to compensate by driving into the opposite direction. So what I mean is, when it's going to the left, you want to cut the car to the left. If it's falling to the right, you want to cut the car to the right, and just, you know, compensate for that opposite direction. So if it's falling back, you want to slow down, and if it's going too far ahead, you might want to boost a bit to get the ball recentered. So just practice this first without boost, and then once you are able to keep the ball on top of your car for at least more than a minute or two, you should be able to move the ball around on your car without, you know, any problems, and then you can start practicing with boost. So yeah, once you want to pop it, you want to go under it and just control the ball, feather the boost, feather the accelerator, because if you keep pressing the accelerator too much, you might end up in a situation where the ball falls in front. So that's gonna happen a couple of times. Don't worry, it's only because you're accelerating too much. So you wanna just feather the accelerator, stay under the ball. Don't get too far ahead of it, but don't slow down too much as well. Right? If it's slowing down too much, if it's falling behind, you want to slow down, and then once it's just on top of your car and falling a little bit forward, you want to use the accelerator and just keep feathering it. Once you get the hang of it, you can start using the boost, and you want to go under it, start using the boost, and then you can just drive around doing this. Try and go across the map without letting the ball fall. Right now, that's gonna be your main aim when you're practicing or learning how to do this. So keep driving around, go in circles, then go to the other side, switch side, go the other way, and get the feel of it, get the hang of it. Alright? So the other way you can pop it up on top of your car is when the ball's close to the wall, you wanna hit it without jumping so that it hits the edge of the wall where the slope is, but it doesn't really go up smooth, right? Because a bouncing ball going up to the wall would never be smooth. So you want to just hit it once and it should probably come off the wall. Just drive under it, get a soft touch, let the ball fall, make sure you're inside the circle under the ball, and let the ball just softly hit your car, and then try and stay inside the circle. I know it sounds simple, but guys, trust me, you need to practice this. So keep practicing, you'll get the hang of it. Use boost, change directions. To quickly change directions, you can even boost your way and quickly change directions. That's gonna help you a lot as well. And obviously something that's a little bit more advanced I will be covering in the next videos, where you're gonna learn how to flick the ball up. And there are a couple of different ways, but I will need more time, and I will definitely work on that and have it up soon. So for now, I hope I've covered everything. If there's anything you want me to teach you guys, anything extra, maybe a couple different tips or tricks, anything that can improve your game, please let me know if I've missed anything out. These are the basics. I will be going through the advanced things, and until then, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something from this, and until next time, I will see you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Killagonenuts here again. I'll see you guys. Peace.